These are 5 products MrBeast has released over the years, with each one becoming more controversial than the last, now leaving a permanent stain on his reputation. He started his product journey releasing harmless YouTuber merch, but it has now gotten to a point where he's selling fake signatures, lying about his chocolate bar formula, and pushing lunch meals that go against the American health guidelines. And starting with a product that began the downfall of MrBeast's reputation, let's talk about the Finger on the App game, which Jimmy released in 2020. This app came with a promise of a massive 25,000 cash prize from MrBeast himself, and the idea was simple. Whoever kept his finger on his phone screen for the longest time would win the prize. Within no time, the game had over 1 million players as everybody was chasing the $25,000 prize money. But what started as a great idea turned sour very quickly as a lot of problems within the app started to emerge. During the gameplay, many players started to notice that the "You Lost" screen would automatically appear, even though they never lifted their finger from the screen.
Oh, nice. What? Yo, no way. What the? Yo, you guys saw my finger was on the whole thing!
And this was not a glitch for 1 or 2 people, because a ton of streamers also faced this issue whilst live.
Right. Don't diss people who eat cereal at midnight. Just
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh.
Dude, I can't do a show.
What?
Yes, I'm not even harder.
So, wait, Shane, what the heck?
This caused fans to speculate whether this was either a problem with the app or it was intentional to decrease the number of players, but whatever it was a huge issue. Fast forward 70 hours to the end of this challenge, and there were just 4 players left. They had stayed up for 3 days straight, but the prize money was a huge amount. And given how obsessed people were with MrBeast, it was understandable. At this point, MrBeast wanted to end the challenge, so he offered these final 4 players $20,000 each. And since the game was so popular, MrBeast came out with another version of it, and this second version of the Finger on the App game had a lot of features added to it to prevent cheating by using robots, styluses, and switching fingers, but despite all the updated features, the app was still full of glitches. Just like last time, the "You Lost" screen appeared out of nowhere, even if the finger never moved an inch.
My hand never left! My hand never left! My finger never left! My finger never left!
They also added a lives feature to this game, meaning that the players could fail 3 times before they lost the game. However, this was also just a gimmick. The lives automatically vanished, and then the "You Lost" screen would pop up.
What? How'd that life get lost? I was about to get real upset. It was... How? I disabled the voice function, plus What the heck?
These 2 faulty apps started to cause MrBeast's reputation to go downhill as people started calling the games rigged and a scam, with comments saying that thousands of people got cheated out of the app, showing that the fans were not happy with Jimmy. But there is no way to be sure if these glitches in the gameplay were intentional or a genuine mistake. And whilst there are doubts about this, it is crystal clear that when it came to MrBeast merch, this was just a blatant scam, because in July 2024, Dogpack404 released a video in which he exposed MrBeast as a fraud and a fake philanthropist. The 53-minute video covered a lot of MrBeast controversies, but the most interesting part was when he exposed MrBeast for selling his autographed merch with fake signatures. During the live stream, MrBeast's team members were the ones signing the shirt, and instead of signing their own names, they signed MrBeast's name on the t-shirts and sold them to thousands of people, which is just a clear case of forgery.
So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away.
What's even crazier is that during the stream, the description stated that each shirt would be signed by the whole crew, including MrBeast, with the website stating the same information. And this also was not the case. So not only was the MrBeast signature fake, but there weren't signatures from the rest of the crew as was promised on the website. I feel f***ing scammed. I don't have a job and thought of putting it on my credit card so I could give the t-shirt to my brother since he loves watching MrBeast. I got the t-shirt today and this is all I get. It said it would be signed by MrBeast and crew, like what the fuck? This signed merch idea just seemed like a money grab from Jimmy with no care at all to the fans. Just like what happened with MrBeast Burgers, because in 2020, MrBeast thought he had come up with the next 5 guys, when in reality it was just another product disaster for the YouTuber. The idea was to create different burger recipes and teach the recipes to different restaurants all across America so they could sell the burgers under the MrBeast brand, earn money, and pay salaries to their staff instead of firing them because of the pandemic. And in theory, this was a great idea, but in practice, that was a different story. MrBeast hyped up his MrBeast burger with insane marketing, pushing the product through all of his YouTube channels and social media platforms. And as expected, everybody went absolutely crazy trying to get their hands on one.
We haven't even opened yet, and the police just told us they had to shut down a mile of traffic, and there's 1,000 cars in line.
But it wasn't long before the Beast Burger hype died down. Once the COVID pandemic got under control and things started to go back to normal, the MrBeast Burger also started to face reality. People didn't really like the burger at all. It didn't taste good, and since it was a virtual restaurant idea, the quality control was terrible. MrBeast even opened a physical location in a mall, but the same issues arose because the food just was not good.
This is the MrBeast burger, and I was actually quite blown away at how bad it was. Fries weren't any good either. So next time you're looking on Uber Eats, save your money on this.
Fans even went as far to call these burgers the worst thing they ever tasted. Come 2023, the MrBeast burger officially went out of business as Jimmy decided to pull the plug and shift his focus to Feastables. But instead of saving his image, these chocolate bars only ruined his reputation even further. The original bar was marketed as a better for you, created with just 4 or 5 ingredients. This meant that it was healthier than most competing chocolate, and most importantly for Jimmy, it was better than Hershey's chocolates. It became pretty clear from the beginning that Hershey's was the biggest competitor of Feastables because it was one of the most popular chocolate bars in the US. But after just 2 years, Jimmy realized he can't compete with them with this healthy formula. So he ditched that strategy and created a better tasting bar with all the unhealthy ingredients you would find, as the mission was no longer to create a healthy alternative, but instead to create the best tasting bar.
The best tasting chocolate ever made by mankind. Also known as our brand new Feastable bar.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
But this goes even further than just the formula swap, because Jimmy decided to hold a blind taste test to prove he did now have the best tasting bar. But fans quickly started to notice that even that was rigged.
Where I'm going to invite hundreds of strangers to do a blind taste test on our brand new chocolate.
All 4 of these pieces of chocolate have no branding, and there's no labels distinguishing anything between them.
It's time to see how our new chocolate formula holds up to 3 of the top European chocolates.
I like the first one the best.
Of course she picked Feastables.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
Yup.
That has a really nice bite to it, and it's a little bit richer than the other one.
First of all, Jimmy excluded his main competitor Hershey's from the test, which fans were quick to point out. But besides that, he used clever tactics to ensure that Feastables would come out on top, as he placed Feastables first in the test, always followed by a dark chocolate. This sweet Feastables, followed by the harsher chocolate taste, would create a bias and an easy win in the test. The Feastables situation can be summed up simply with 2 comments. Taste test is inaccurate, and Thanks for encouraging diabetes. But even with this deceitful marketing and now unhealthy chocolate bar, the controversy did not blow up as much as Jimmy's latest product, as this has got the entire YouTube community questioning MrBeast's morals, because in September 2024, MrBeast teamed up with Logan Paul and KSI to release their newest company, Lunchly. The idea behind this product is that it's a direct competitor of Lunchables, which is a lunch kit coming with a chocolate bar, a drink, and some form of food with options, such as pizza and turkey stacks. In the Lunchly version, each box comes with a bottle of Prime hydration drink and a Feastables bar, with the main food meal remaining the same. Now, the controversy is that both Jimmy and Logan Paul are marketing Lunchly as a better-for-you product, just like Jimmy had done with Feastables. But this is where the YouTube community drew a line, with Dan TDM calling out the 3 creators in question with a tweet reading, "This is selling stuff for the sake of making money, simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better." Many other creators shared a similar opinion. Why not teach kids healthy eating habits? They're comparing their product to Lunchables, which in itself is highly processed crap. None of them are passionate about health towards fans, only their wallets. So disappointing. Logan Paul immediately took to X defending the product and wrote a tweet saying, "I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You're upset? Then don't eat it." KSI also replied saying that people just hate them and that's why they're hating on Lunchly.
I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter. You know why? It's because people just hate us. That's it. People just hate us.
MrBeast also came out with a response to this, all in which he tried to explain the situation. Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better-for-you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese. They use cheese product. They can't call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is gonna eat a pre-made meal like this, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. As much as the 3 owners tried to save face, the product has tarnished all of their reputations even further, and has just continued to compound the downfall of MrBeast as fans are turning on him more and more every single day.